Whatever, let's get this going. Grinds out opponents with mech, can't play heal 3 races, could easily be a hacker. It's probably not a hacker. Alright, time to show Reva and everyone else that's watching what I'm made of. I'm watching my scout cross the map when a thought occurs to me. If this guy supposedly hates rushes, I should be able to score a pretty easy win against him with one. There's a specific proxy build that works really well on this map, especially against a type of player that Excel described Reva as. I might risk angering the person I'm trying to recruit though. Still, the game is being broadcast online. If I win, there's a chance I could earn enough cred to find another player anyway. Do I really want to go against Axel's device? It's only one game after all. No! Oh yes, well, we could find another player who watches other people's commentated streams about a foreigner league. Yeah, that'll totally go well. We already know this guy is good. What's the point of pissing him off? It's not like I hate playing standard or anything. I just don't like it that I'm playing straight into this guy's strong point. Whatever. As expected, the game begins a long calm. Reva shows absolutely no sign of early aggression, instead focusing entirely on building a strong economy. I use the breathing room to invest heavily into structures for tank production. My scout reveals that Reva's doing the same thing, just as Excel said. Looks like it's going to be a long, drawn-out tank versus tank positioning war. I don't need to explain it to you other than the tank positioning war. It's not fun when you're playing with someone who's better than you. That's what I'll say. Reva and I split the map in half, one side littered with his bases, defensive structures and tanks, and one side with mine. I'm not particularly comfortable with this style of play. I prefer an agile army, accompanied by dropships, but it's next to impossible to break a meching Terran if they have a strong economy. What just happened there? Well, I need to start thinking about my next move, even though my center map position... Whoa, shit, I'm under attack. His tanks are attacking mine. Reva's inching his tank line towards the center of the map. He managed to find a weak position in my formation. One of my tanks was a bit too far away from the rest and it got picked off. This must be exhilarating for commentators. This is the 14th drawn-out long tank versus tank mech game. Woo! A nuke! In a serious... What, nukes? Really? Yeah, nukes are normally something which are saved for joke matches or show matches or something. Not here. Not here either. Where's the nuke? Shit, I need to catch it before I lose my army. Boom, there's the ghost. Phew, I managed to catch it before the nuke went off, but it keeps skipping the text before I can read it. Oh, so there were several. Yeah, with that threat out of the way, I can go back to addressing the tank line. Oh. Okay, can't screw this up. I pop up in a chat box and fire off a message. Your macro is too good, lol. For a while, no response, but just when I'm given hope that he'll message me back. Thank you, you play well. You made only a few key mistakes. Perfect capitalization in grammar? Oh, whenever someone does this to me, I feel obligated to fix my typing. I don't bother. Anyone who's spoken to me in person, not in person, via an informal chat before will just tell you how bad my typing is. So I can't be asked to go and fix it. Screw it. I'm way too tired after 40 minutes of positional play. Yeah, well, thanks. I'm actually looking for some practice partners, kinda. Kind of? How? Well, I'm starting a team with a few friends. We're going to try and qualify for Team League. I see. I'm actually looking to pick up another player ATM. Would you be interested? For almost 10 seconds, nothing. Each second's ticking by feels longer than the last. But then, I'm willing to discuss the possibility. Oh, what an ambiguous answer. Jesus Christ. Oh, that ATM. Like, perfect grammar. And he's like, oh, I can't be bothered to do proper grammar. And by that, he just means he's going to keep using words like yeah and ATM and so on. Ugh. Oh, awesome. Why do we keep putting a space before we... whatever. We're going to meet up at Golden Zone Fire tomorrow afternoon. You're in Seoul, yeah? You know where it is? Oh, you wish to meet in person? Come on, I've already come this far. Keep it together. Yeah, just going to hang out with the team and practice a bit. We're nice, I swear. Another pause, this time longer. I find myself drawing closer and closer to the screen in anticipation of Reva's reply. I mean, it's seconds. The last one was 10 seconds. And we were sitting there going, oh god, I wonder if they're going to respond. 10 seconds? Very well, I will see you and your teammates at Golden Zone Fire tomorrow. How do you suggest I find you? Okay, look for the foreigner, lol. I will do so, goodbye. Look for the foreigner. With that, Reva exits our chat and prepares for his next King of the Hill match. Did I do it? Did I recruit our last player? Can I celebrate yet? He said he's willing to discuss the possibility. Hang on. Like, let's relax there for a second. No, better to wait. I wonder, if we went for an aggro game there and got a quick win against him, would we still be able to recruit him? I wonder. Because so far it's been very much illusion of choices as opposed to actual choice. That looks like a big choice. I'll check that out soon. No, better to wait. I mean, he's never been to an event in person before. There's a chance that he won't show. I step out of my chair and fall out onto my bed, simultaneously tired and restless. I shut my eyes, but there's no way I'm going to sleep tonight with this hanging over my head. Maybe I should go to Go-Mart? It's not a good idea to drink this caffeinated stuff this late at night, but a walk might get my mind off of the stress. Yeah, we're going to see it's him. And he's like on a computer there or something. Since meeting Axel and Jet, the pangs of homesickness haven't been nearly as bad. Should I feel guilty that I only want to update my old friends or my parents now that I've actually got something going my way? Is it better to keep these small victories to myself? You could, but this could completely fall through, and then we'll look like a dummy for it. I mean, it won't. The story needs to progress. If this falls through and we're just left kicking our heels, then not much will be done. When was the last time I even spoke English? I honestly can't remember. I never had to move around or switch schools when I was a kid, but maybe this is the same thing. You find a group and stick with it. Keeping in touch with your old friends becomes too difficult. It could be a good thing. More focus on making my esports career work than on what so-and-so switched his major to. I can't help but feel a little unsure. Putting my old life down isn't easy, knowing that I'll have to pick it back up eventually. My thoughts of home fade as the green and white signage come into view. The old man is behind the counter as always, this time restocking the shelf on his side beneath the cash register. I take my usual fare from the refrigerators in the back of the store and step to the counter. The clerk's haggard eyes linger on me for a moment before he returns to his shelf stocking. Just a moment. This is him! Like, we know it is. Come on, just admit it. We all know where this is going. I'm in no rush, so I can answer him with a nod. I let the drinks rest on the laminated counter and turn to take a closer look at the convenience store. It's compact and clean, like pretty much everything else in Seoul. If it has any employees other than the old man on duty, I don't see them. Most stores don't have foreign snacks or drinks aside from the localized variants, and Go-Mart is no exception for that. I've had to be bold in trying new food. Sampling other people's food! Oh no! It must be terrible for you, Mac! How do you live? Just as I'm about to take a step towards a bag of strange-looking trail mix, the clerk's voice sounds from behind. You've been in here quite often, haven't you? I turn surprised. He's staring right at me. Yeah, I'm not... That's okay, isn't it? He pauses in surprise, likely at my language proficiency, and then presses right on. More than okay. Those drinks don't buy themselves. What's your name? Mac. Wait a second, that's not right. Strangely enough, I haven't had to share my real name with anyone since I came overseas. It feels unfamiliar of my tongue as I prepare to correct myself. But before I can, the clerk furrows his eyebrows at me. Mac? That doesn't sound like any foreign name I've heard before. How am I in this situation, damn it? It's hard to explain. Do you know what StarCraft is? The elderly cashier's eyed up in understanding. I've heard of it. You're a pro gamer then? Yeah, working at it at least. I suppose that explains your late-night shopping trips. How long have you been in Seoul? A little more than a month. I like it here. Good. It's a fine city. You can call me Mr. Yeon, by the way. It's good to meet you, Mac. Mr. Yeon. Can I just call you Reva? Can we just settle this now? It seems a lot easier. I simply nod then look away. I'm not particularly good at talking to strangers about anything other than StarCraft. The conversation between us doesn't lead anywhere else, so he starts ringing up my drinks. Yeah, okay, so the last time I said that was a spelling mistake because I thought it meant bringing. It's probably just a term I've never heard of before. With the bottles bagged and offered, he smiles. Take care now. And I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I make my way back to my apartment for an evening of StarCraft and a little sleep. Remind me why we have to meet up here again. I get to play for free at my mum's, you know. And you'll probably get yelled at if the toilet clogs up too. Stunt rolls his eyes and pulls out his cell phone, thumb soon jamming away at some weird puzzle game. What exactly is it you're always playing on your phone? I'm glad you asked. It's called Pop Top Safari. It's one of those casual games meant to sucker morons out of their money. And you're playing it why? It's my own way of fighting back against something I hate. I'm going to defeat this game in its entirety without playing a single set. I don't think they care if people do that. They're kind of expecting people like you not to buy it. Just an FYI. I don't understand how that stops anything. They're still making money from everyone else, aren't they? I steal a glance at his phone. And there are tons of ads all over your screen. Look. You don't understand. It's about the principle. They're making money from your ads, mate. And I won't be playing it in the first place if this dude had showed up when you said he would. Admittedly, Reva should be here by now, but I can't do anything except wait for him to arrive. I texted back and forth with Jet a bit earlier today. She's too busy wrapping up things with her contract to make it to the Golden Zone fire until way later. From the tone of her messages, it seems like the talks with the sponsor were going well. That's going to fall through then. With word that I managed to pick out our fourth player, she gave me the go-ahead to divulge her identity to Stunt and Reva. Helpful, since we still have a coach and practice partners to recruit. I hear the door to Golden Zone fire open, and I glance over, hopeful. I need to find a bespectacled girl, walk inside and look around. No dice, where the hell is he? The girl stands at the cafe's entryway for a while, apparently searching for something. Eventually, her eyes catch and then stay on me. Huh? It looks like she's coming our way. Stunt glances up from his cell phone once I turn to address the newcomer. She hesitates before speaking and delivers her words quietly. What the fuck? Really? It's not the old guy. It's not the... Then why build it up like that? I thought it had to be. Ah, now I just feel a bit silly. Excuse me, are you Mac? Oh, hi, that's me. I apologise for the delay. I disembarked the subway and stopped too early. Is this one of the teammates that you mentioned? She shifts her focus from me to Stunt. Her expression is no doubt as perplexed as my own. Is she... Wait a second, are you Reva? Yes, I am. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realise that you were also... I just assumed. I trailed off quietly. If the mix-up bothered Reva, she doesn't show it. She tilts her head slightly and edges closer to our table. May I sit? Of course, Reva. This is Stunt. He's the team's only Protoss. Sup. Sup, Jesus. He silences the obnoxious bleeps and bloops of his phone's game in pocket and bobs his head at Reva. Bobs. Reva, huh? Doesn't sound too familiar. You must be some online hero. Stunt. I am familiar with you. Huh? How? I mean, of course you are. I'm the god of Protoss after all. She's about to put you down. No, we have matched on ladder several times. Your play is predictable and unproductive. Yeah. We all saw that coming. Whoa, hey, to expand is to give mercy, barcode scum. Don't be a hater. To expand is to give mercy. Expand is when you build another base, for what it's worth. You should aspire to more than rush builds and gimmicks. The meta no longer favours aggressive play. So, the meta is what everyone's currently playing. The more favoured thing, basically. Matt, you didn't tell me that this chick was so uptight. Is the rest of the team this lame? Both of them rest their eyes on me, expectant now and ever, I guess. You won't need to worry about the lackluster teammates. Jet is actually the one who set this whole thing up. Jet? That's right. With crossed arms, I beam a confident grin at the two of them. Stunt wears a mixture of surprise and excitement, while Reva seems to be simply processing the development. But isn't she on VIP? For now, but she's not happy with her practice environment or how much they're paying her, so she's not going to renew her contract at the end of the month. What the fuck happened to your glasses? Are we about to get gunned down? What? That's not how glasses reflect light. That means your eyes have exploded. Oh my god. Interesting. Reva pushes her glasses against the bridge of her nose. Silent. Stunt looks like he wants to simultaneously call me a liar and a genius. How exactly did you end up recruiting for Jet? It's not like she is in any need for some mediocre foreigner. Mediocre foreigner that slapped down your terrible cheese build, Stunt. And I'll be the first to admit that I'm lucky to sit where I am. The same is true for the two of you. Practice hard and maybe we can make something of ourselves and this team. Sound good? Oh good, she's got her eyes back. I'm in no way the captain of the squad, so it feels a little weird to take such an authoritative tone. Still, Stunt backs down and dons a thoughtful expression. Yeah, alright, you're right, this could be big. I agree, your offer had piqued my interest, but word that a player as accomplished as Jet will be among us has secured it. I will join. Hey, I hadn't offered yet. I said I was recruiting. God, how presumptuous. Perfect, she'll be happy to hear it. That leaves only the matter of a sponsor, which Jed has taken care of as we speak, and a coach. We'll obviously want to keep an eye out for anyone else with some talent, but for now this is our roster. The three of us share a long look at one another before any other thought can come to mind. Stunt ends the silence. Wait a second, I gotta live with a bunch of girls? This isn't one of those sponsor bait teams, is it? Mac, did you trick me into signing on as a practice drone? This was not part of the future Protoss Bonjour's plan. No, does Jet strike you as the type of person to run a team like that? Also, I thought Reva was a guy. Oh, right. What is the name of our team? Oh, we haven't picked one out yet. Please don't have a suggestion for one. That is troublesome. Should not such a thing be taken care of by now? I really should have got around to asking Jet. Stunt shares in Reva's indignation with a gesture towards her. Thank you, we need to get this done already. How about we call ourselves the Lamenting Reapers? What the hell, what is it with these kind of terrible team names? The Lamenting... That doesn't even mean anything. Lamenting what? I'll talk with Jet tonight, okay? All you guys need to do is practice and wait for the announcement. You also need to be prepared to move out. It's pretty short notice, but neither of them protest, so hopefully it won't be a problem. Stunt definitely lives with his mum. It's harder to tell with Reva. She seems about my age, maybe a bit younger. It's possible she lives on her own. Very well, as long as the matter is not being neglected. Was there more of importance to go over? If not, I would prefer to return home. A PC bang is an improper practice environment. Pfft, you're just a shun. Don't deny it. It's written all over you. I am not. What right do you have? But before she can say anything, Stunt lurches forward, grabs Reva by the wrist and begins dragging her towards the PCs. If you're going to live in our team house, you better get used to practicing next to other people. Let me show you one of my favourite unproductive builds. Doesn't argue back, apparently. She's fine with it. Completely fine.